After Trade, Sandro here. Let's go check out a new, detailed money-making plan.
All right, people. In this plan, I'm going to be talking about the SPY and a Goldman Sachs. I'm going to explain everything about the SPY and Goldman Sachs. So the SPY is set up to test lower, but confirmation is key. Okay. I will explain a put option for the SPY, but I will be going into the GS instead. So the thing is this, people. On Friday, the SPY it's not the most what's the word, a reliable signal, because it was going up. Meanwhile, stocks like Tesla, Apple, well, Apple was going up, but Apple was hitting a resistance zone. It was not reliable that this would be able to go and test the 248, 247, 248 area. And so, but you can still, what the SPY does is going to be important as well in combination with other stocks, is my point, okay? But GS, you want GS, in other words, we want GS to also be confirming along with the SPY. Or if I'll tell you one thing, if Goldman Sachs goes down, so will the SPY. And of course, you want to look at Apple too. I have a plan that talks about Apple and its key pivot points. You want to check out that plan because there's an effect. If you don't get this alignment with the right stocks, you're just going to be stuck in chop. A lot of people were assuming that the SPY was going to go down because there's a gap here, right? And they're playing games. Do they take it up higher and come up here first and then try to go lower? And the thing is, it's an alignment. We are in a chop zone. You can see this is what the up has been chopping. Up, down, up, right? Chop. Okay, from this gap move, where a lot of people thought this market was going to go lower, they took it up higher, squeezing people that are short. The wrong timing, people. All right, so the SPY needs to break below 233.5 on some good action volume, and good action volume is 10 million on a 10-minute chart. But I will also be looking if GS and Apple, actually I was explaining that already, and I will explain the facts in the video. That's exactly what I'm doing. I already explained those facts in the video. So listen, one thing is for certain: Goldman Sachs did not could not confirm. It was very weak. I talked about it basing above 224 and busting above 225. It looked like it started to do that, but it did it in a weak way. Volume was weak. Then I mentioned a simple little higher. Okay, let's see 225. And as soon as I said that, it it went lower and went right to 224. I posted that, yeah. Just to show you people, here on August the 25th, I said GS. Notice GS cannot even base above 224 well. Never mind 225. It's a good chop day. And you want to know something? You go take a look at your charts after this post. 220. And you know what? Then GS faded. And then what happened? So did the SPY faded. So don't think there's no correlation. And Apple as well. Everything faded. Okay? So there's something between Goldman Sachs and Apple and the SPY. There's a correlation. If the leader, first of all, drops below 159 or holds below that, I assure you the SPY is going to want to go lower, and so would Goldman Sachs. Okay, but Goldman Sachs was the first to lead the whole market lower. It was the first. Okay, it was the first sign to lead the market lower in the first place when we had the drop. All right, people. All right, people, so here we have GS here. So here's a GS plan here that I'm looking at. So GS is set up to test lower or higher. So we'll talk about the higher first. So one of the things is, what kind of power is this? Because this is a very good stock, okay, to gauge the market. If it can't, I tell you, if this one can't confirm one way or the other, you're stuck in chop. So this is why you need a plan of action, okay? So for higher prices, targets are 235, to 240. So listen, if this wants to go higher, well, it'll pull up the market along with it, right? So the September 1, that's if I go, okay? The September 1 225 calls could be used. So GS, first of all, needs to confirm it. GS needs to break above 225 on some good action volume. And good action volume is 300K at least on the 10-minute chart. Now, if the volume is less than that, okay, now this is up, people, so listen up. So if the volume is less than that, one second here. All right, so if the volume is not there, then we'll watch for some basing above 225 and look for power towards 225.5, and then that we'll be able to look to engage with the September the 1 to 25 calls. Now, for the lower part of this, okay, the targets are 214 to 212, and that's going to cause the SPY to go and test certain key levels. There's a defensive zone at 242, right? But we might go and test that 242 and how we hold that based on if this can confirm, okay? But that's if this can confirm now. The September 1 220 puts could be used. So GS needs to break below 221 on some good action volume as well, okay? And good action volume is 300K on a 10-minute chart. Now, if the volume isn't there, same process. We're going to have to watch for some basically below 221 and look for power through a crack of 220, okay? And that's a great, if they would confirm in those areas, there's some great money to be made. All right, people, let's go take a look at the options quickly. All right, so here we are at the Yahoo Finance. The Goldman Sachs closed down 52 cents. And it was actually trying to go up at that day. And I called it. This is, and again, was chop. We didn't go higher. We went a little lower, right? But we didn't go in. We're still in chop. Goldman Sachs is inside of a chop zone, okay, of that 225.50 area to the 220 area, okay. That's a chop zone, and you just. This has to act a certain way, or else it's not going to be very profitable with options. So the September 1, okay, you got the 225 calls, and they're, again, you can see some trading here. So let's take a look what's going on with the options. You can see there's, it wasn't a lot of trading in these, but there's a nice they trade amazing. The one thing about Goldman Sachs is that it trades really great. It trades amazing. It makes a lot. It's better to go into options with a Goldman Sachs. For lower prices than the SPY, in my opinion. But I mean, options wise, of course, the SPY trades a lot better. So now with the puts, you got the 220 puts. You can see that there is less. There wasn't a lot of trading in it, but there is trading in this. This can change, of course. You can see that there's less over here. So, it's still, there's less people on the put side than there are on the call side, which means that if we would confirm to the downside, it's a better payout for anyways, it's just if you can confirm to the downside, it's a good thing. Put it to that way. There's no really huge disparity, but you can see that there's more on the call side than there is to the long side. In terms of, even if you look for, the 225 puts, there was a lot less trading in these. So the payout, you see what I'm getting out, to pay to the put side is going to be, where the money's at for it's, the market it's easier to, you can take it from the call side, Anyways, all right, we'll quickly look at the put options in case the SPY wants to confirm to the downside. This could, for people who might like these. So let's go down quickly. We'll scroll down to the September 1. I got them up. September 1, 244 puts. So here we are. You can see the 244 puts. The nice thing about not engaging in these is that these are better prices now, right? And you've got lots of trading happening here, lots of open interest, lots of trading here. Again, these could confirm probably about $100 per option, right? About $1, but 101 means $100 per option. Right in the money. Lots of money to be made if we were to go and attempt 240 or 238. And again, that's if this thing can confirm, right? So I wouldn't just go by, the SPY is confirming, because it's not reliable on its own. That's exactly what happened on Friday. It wasn't reliable. It didn't, like I explained, they're both, the Goldman Sachs is what led the market lower, and Goldman Sachs was kind of showing some strength, but was weaker than the SPY, and the SPY was stronger than Goldman Sachs. And then we got we're in chop, but did you see the market didn't fade? As soon as I made those comments, it wasn't much longer. 20 minutes later, half an hour later, it just all faded, the whole damn market. Alright, people, welcome to Power Target Trades, the place where I post great detailed plans. People, this is a great place to subscribe. I got a lot of great information here. I just posted a Tesla plan. This is a great stock also as well. This was very strong, much stronger than the market. So if this can't confirm, that's not a good sign for the upside either. So I've got a plan for Tesla for both sides of the equation. This is a really great trader when it does confirm my plans. Lots of great money I made in TSLA. And again, I have this created playlist. This is very good information. It shows a lot of my plans before, as they confirm, and after. It's fantastic stuff, people. Right over here, created playlist. So you want to subscribe. You want to make sure you're a follower of Power Trigger Trade for updates and confirmation. You're going to see a picture of me, and I'll explain. And you simply click on it, and you'll see that in the video, and I'll show you what to do. It'll tell you. You can simply click on it. It'll give you an easy way to subscribe.
All right, people. Now that we just finished seeing and hearing the new detailed plan, you know, you're going to see a picture of me in circle format. It'll be like in a circle form. You see a picture of me. Simply click on it. It's going to give you, people, don't forget to subscribe. Check out my creative playlist. Don't forget to like the video.